Oh, hello, great readers. I'm Belchan.
I'm Nimakong.
I'm Banchan.
In this class, I'll read to all of you. Thaba. 18 Sec. 3 of Jane Eyre, an autobiography.
As.
Jane Eyre, an autobiography. Brontë. Chap. 18 Sec. 3. I was large and well cut. Attained. Vacant life, at least so I thought. The party. It was not till after dinner that I saw him again. He then seemed quite at his ease than before. It struck me as being at the same time unsettled and inanimate. His eye wandered, and had no meaning in its wandering. Him an odd look, such as I never remembered to have seen. A handsome and not an amiable looking man. He repelled me exceedingly, no power in that smooth-skinned face of a filial shape, that aquiline nose and small cherry mouth. There was no thought of below, even forehead. No command in that blank brown eye. In my usual nook, Thea, and kept shrinking still nearer, as if he were cold. Compared him with Mr. Rochester. Contrast could not be much greater between a sleek gander and a fierce falcon, between a meek sheep and the rough-coated king-eyed dog. It's guardian of Mr. Rochester is an old friend. Then, a pointed illustration. Indeed, near him, and I caught at times scraps of their conversation across the room. At first I could not make much sense of what I heard. The discourse of Louis Urshan and Murray Ingram, who sat near to me, confused the fragmentary sentences that reached me at intervals. Stranger. Of a creature, and she adored him, and Mary instanced his pretty little mouth. A nice nose as her ideal of the charming. Hals, cried Lois so sweet the known of those frowning irregularities I dislike so much. And then, to my great relief, Wiste, side of the room. Come on. I was now ready to concentrate my attention on the group by the fire, and I presently gathered that the newcomer was called Mr. Mason. I learned that he was but just arrived in England, from some hot country, which was the reason, doubtless, so sallow, and that he sat so near the hearth, sat out in the house. Presently the words Jamaica, Kingston, Spanish Town, indicated the West Indies as his residence. I gathered along with Mr. Rochester. He spoke of his friends, the psyche of the burning heats, the hurricanes, and rainy seasons of that region. I knew Mr. Rochester had been a traveller. Miss Fairfax had said so, thought the continent of Europe had. But his wanderings heard a hint given of visits to more distant shores. I was pondering these things, when an incident, and a somewhat unexpected. When my musings, Mr. Mason door asked for more coal to be put on the fire, burnt out its flame. The wit's mass of cinder still shone hot and red. The footman who brought the coal and going out stopped near Mr. Stins. Share and said something to him in a low voice, which I heard only the words, "Stocks that she does not take herself off," reply the magistrate. "No, stop," interrupted Colonel Dent. "Don't send her away, Ashton. We might turn the thing to account. Better consult the ladies." And speaking odd, he continued, "Laddies, going to coming to visit the gypsy camp of all Mother Bunches is in the servants' hall at this moment. Insist upon being brought in before the quality to tell them their fortunes." "Surely, Colonel," cried Lady Ingram, "you would not encourage such a low impostor. Dismiss her by all means, but I cannot persuade her to go away." "My lady," said the footman, walking any of the servants, "mice. Fairfax is with her just now, entreating her to be gone. She has taken a chair in the chimney corner." "What does she want?" asked Mice. "Ashton, to tell the gentry there fortunes, she says, ma'am, like," inquired the Mrs. Ashton. "In a Beth, a shockingly ugly old creature, Miss White. She's a real sorceress," cried Frederick Lynn. "Have her inta." "Peter," rejoined his brother, "my dear boys, what are you thinking about?" exclaimed Micelyn. "Inconsistent proceeding," chimed in the Dowager Ingram. "Indeed, Mamma," pronounced the haughty voice of Blanche as she turned and on the piano stool, where till now she had sat silent, apparently examining sundry sheets of music. "I have a curiosity to hear my fortune told. Therefore, Sam Darling-Bunch, I do recollect all. You can suggest my quick is," cried all the juveniles. Both ladies and gentlemen. Footman still lingered. "She looks such a rough one," said he. Ingram and the man went. Excitement instantly seized the whole party. Fire of raillery and jests was proceeding when Sam returned. Her words. "I must show her into a room by herself now. My Queenie Bunch," began Lady Ingram, "she encroaches. They advised to show her into the library, not my mission to listen to her. Before the vulgar heard either, to have her all to myself. Yes. Cease that chatter, blockhead." Again Sam vanished, and mystery, animation more. "She's ready now," said the footman as he reappeared. "Dent, tell her Sam went and returned. She says, sir, that she'll have no gentleman. They need not trouble themselves to come near her. Nor," he added, with difficulty suppressing a titter, "any ladies either, except the young." "By Jove, she has taste," exclaimed Henry Lynn, rose solemnly. "I go first," she said, befitted the leader of a forlorn hope. "His men. Oh, my best. Oh, my dearest." Mamma's cried, but she swept past her in stately silence door, which Colonel Dent held open, and we heard her enter the library. Comparative silence ensued. Lady Ingram thought it like cast during her hands, which she did accordingly. Miss Mary declared she felt for her part she never dared venture. Amy and Louis Ashton stood under their breath, looked a little frightened. The minutes passed very slowly. Library door again opened. Miss Ingram returned to us through the arch. Would she laugh? Would she take it as a joke? Glance of eager curiosity, coldness. She looked neither flurried nor merry. She walked stiffly to her. "Say it." I took it in silence. "Well, Blanche," said Lord Ingram. "Say, sister," asked Mary. "What do you think? How do you feel? Is she a real fortune teller?" demanded the Mrs. Ashton. "Man." "Now," returned Miss Ingram, "don't press upon me. Credulity are easily excited, you seem." Mamma included ascribed to this matter the house, who is in close alliance with the old gentleman. Seen a gypsy figure one, and told me what such people usually tell. My whim is Gratified, now I think Mr. Stocks tomorrow morning, Miss Ingram took a book, leant back in her chair, and stood for further conversation. I watched her for nearly half an hour, all at times she never turned a page, and her face grew momently darker, more dissatisfied, and mostly expressive of disappointment. Heard anything to her advantage, and it seemed to me, fit of gloom and taciturnity, that she herself, notwithstanding her professed indifference, attached undue importance to whatever revelations had been made her. Meantime, Mary Ingram, Amy and Liz Eshton declared they dared not go alone, all wished to go. A negotiation was opened through the medium of the ambassador, Sam, and after much pacing to and fro, I think, the set sounds Kaz must have ached with the exercise, asked with great difficulty, exerted from the rigorous ability to wait upon her in a body, in grounds, had been, we heard hysterical giggling and little shrieks proceeding from the library, and at the end of about 20 minutes they burst the door open, and came running across the hall with, "I am sure she is something." "Not right," they cried, one and all. "She told us such things." Breathless into the various seats, the gentleman hastened to bring them, pressed for further explanation. They were mere children at home, keepsakes that different relations had presented to them, had even divined their thoughts, name of the person she liked best in the world, what they most wished for, enlightened on these two last named points, but they got only blushes, ejaculations, tremors, and titters in return for their importunity. The matrons maintain offered vinaigrette and wooded fans, their concern that their warning had not been taken in time. Gentlemen laughed, and they encouraged their services on the agitated fair ones. The midst of the tumult in the scene before me, I heard a hem close at my elbow. I turned and saw Sam. "If you please, Miss Riette, and she swears she will not go till she has seen all." I thought it must be you, there is no one else for it. "Oh, I will go by all means," I answered, glad of the unexpected opportunity to gratify my much excited curiosity. The room, the trembling trio just returned, and I closed the door quietly behind me. "If you like, Matt," said Sam, "I'll wait in the hall for you if she frightens you." No, Sam returned to the kitchen. To be continued.